Greetings, Merry Christmas. I wanted to show you guys the sky over here quickly. We're in Oregon here, west of Portland. I wanted to show you guys what the skies look like today on the great Saturnalia. But as you can see, there's really not much sun today anyways. I did see on the East Coast in a couple places it looked kind of like this, so I don't know if this is a nationwide thing or what. But they do give us quite the cocktail of weather. You know, different looking chemtrails, different weather patterns. You never know what you're going to get anymore. But one thing I do notice is consistently cold temperatures. Let me tell you guys, when I came out west from the Midwest recently, very recently, it was a strange anomaly was happening where the temperature here towards the West Coast was colder than it was back in the Midwest, Chicagoland area. So, you know, y'all, it's so cold in Chicago. You come out to the West Coast and it was like 20 below in October with the wind chill. So, what I see is consistently colder temperatures everywhere. I know that, you know, there's these hot pocket areas, obviously, California and whatnot, and Australia and all over. There's definitely hot pockets. But overall, if I had to guess, my life depended on it, I would say that we probably are cooling. The Earth is definitely cooling overall. So now that we did that, I just wanted to show you guys the sky. I wanted to talk about Christmas a little bit, as far as like groups of people and the way that it works mentally. The two biggest groups in this country, if I had to name two groups, I would probably have to say Christians and atheists. You know, if you could only take the two biggest groups that would amount to the most people would be Christians and atheists, right? You can't take Democrat and Republican. It's the same institution, belonging to the same institution. So you had to take two separate groups, Christians and atheists. So what do they have to do with Christmas? They both celebrate Christmas. They both celebrate Christmas. See, you're not excluded from the world or from the deception because you think you took the other road. You think you took the other path in life, and you're excluded from the deception because you don't go to church and you're a scientist. So you're into the truth. You couldn't be farther from the truth, my friend. You know, so these atheists, they love Christmas. You know, these women, you know, Christmas party, dress up real sexy and fucking go to the Christmas party. You know, like I said, Christian, atheists, they all seem to celebrate this Christmas, you know? And there's always this weird tension around this day. And it's like, oh, you know, it's either like nonchalant, oh, it's for the kids, you know, I just do it for the kids, and I'm not going to make a big deal, you know, it's just family, one day of the year, and then it's over. Oh, it's no big deal. And then you got these guys who are like, oh, yeah, you know, it doesn't mean that to me. I'm going to say grace at the table, and Jesus is Lord, and, yeah, and, you know, we're traditional Christians, and we celebrate Christmas. You're a fucking clown. You're a fucking scumbag. I'm going to let you know that right now. And either way you fucking look at this, and however you're trying to justify yourself to make yourself feel better, you're a piece of shit. Totally. Totally. And so these two biggest groups, Christians and atheists in the United States, are the two biggest scumbags in this country. And it just happens to be the largest group. So we have a country of scumbags that all think they're right, that they know it all, and that the other guys are wrong. So the Horus and Set worship thing is never just, you know, for like religious people or something like that. No. It's nationwide. It's in your brain. This is the way your mind thinks. You're still in the matrix. You're still, every decision you make is a white square or a black square. It's computer code. It's a 0 or a 1 or 2. You're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. You have to check with your masters first before you move, you know? It's like, you better get that act right in you. You better get that act right in you. You better act right, man. You better straighten out your act. Well, I wasn't acting to begin with, man. You had me wrong. This isn't a fucking act to me. If I act, I know I'm fucking acting. You know what I mean? I know I'm acting when I do it. It's not to fucking please my masters and fucking fool myself. I'm acting because I want to act. But that's the first thing. You were in a fucking act. And then, nobody can push me off my square. I'm not going to let nobody move me off my square in life. Nobody can shake me off my square. Good for you, buddy. Because you're still on the fucking square. You're a fucking square. You're still on the board. So pat yourself on the back that nobody can push you off your square. Because you're still on the board, buddy. You're a fucking pawn. At best. At best. A fucking pawn. In the game. So, Christmas, way more, not just for the kids. It's not just some meaningless thing hanging on from Christianity, and all this. No, my friends, you're getting caught in the details again. You're still caught in the details. So now, quickly on 9/11, how does duality work with 9/11? We kind of just touched on it for Christmas. How does duality fit into 9/11? Well, what is it, 20 years later about, roughly? Yeah. Because it was 9/11, 2001, right? So we're almost 20 years later, and it's never forget. Never forget, right? So they're trying to strum up that day, psychologically, to tie in with the emotions that you felt on that day. That's one reason. And either way you do it, right? Oh, that was Bush and Cheney. That was Israel that took out the buildings. That's my, the government did that, or the Freemasons did it, or however you look at it, however you do it. Or you say, you want to say that, you want to honor the firefighters, and, I know somebody that died that day, and what a sad day, and you just want to relive it, and oh, you should never downplay 9/11. Many people died that day. Let's have a moment of silence and honor these people, these poor people. And whichever way you do it, it's pure fucking duality. Pure duality. They want you to fucking forget about 9/11 or remember it. They want you to forget it or remember it. And either way they have you. Or just keep bringing it up. Keep bringing it up. It was Mossad. It was the CIA. It was Bush, and this Skull and Bones, and keep bringing it up while everybody has no solution. Either way, they win. So until you remove yourself from the stage, from all their narratives, from all their memorials that they want you to keep remembering, whether it be an event, one of their heroes that they assassinated for you, either in actuality or in your mind, until you remove yourself from that stage, from this corporate matrix fiction world of magic, of all this light, things that you could see, all these visible things that work, that are all related to the same system. Until you stop feeling emotionally attached to this thing, like it's your mommy and daddy and your papa, that you need to get approval first. If this was okay, would my mommy approve of this? Would my daddy approve of this? Is the Matrix going to let me do this? Is it okay? You're never going to move on. So all your Christmas and 9/11, and you want to downplay it, or you want to fucking, you want to heighten the attention towards that thing, until you fix yourself, it's meaningless. It's pointless. You really don't understand how deep the psyop goes and why they keep doing it. Never forget. Why is the Christmas thing still going on? Why is all this still going on? It's just never going to click in your head, because you either just want to downplay it or draw attention to it. You're never in the middle of just, you know what? That's not me. I don't have to relate to that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't consent to that. I don't even have to feel bad about that or good about it. You know what I mean? I'm not obligated to feel either way about it. So there you go, guys. It's more than just some Saturnalia day where they're chemtrailing or never forget, and then you say, of course, the steel beams melted. There's no way steel beams could melt. Great, great, awesome. Great, dude. Great, now what? All right? So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys.